Hello friends, welcome. Uh, well, I want to talk about the value of life, and humans seem to think their value of their lives is much more than any other species on this world, and that's not true at all. All life has the right to life, and all life is equal because we're all a divine spark of God that's put in a physical life, and we all have the same, should all have the same rights to life. The reason I'm posting this video is a couple of, a comment on one of my videos about what some other people have done, and about a video that's been released from China. So we go through life, maybe we don't place the right values on other life like we should because we're not educated to. And but the rule of thumb about how you should treat another life, no matter what life it is don't do to another life what you wouldn't want done to yourself. So swatting a fly, because it's annoying, if you wouldn't want swatting because you're annoying somebody, don't do it to the fly either. Don't deliberately take life. Don't kill life. It's like me. I walk down the road and I see an ant crossing my path on the footpath. I'll step over it. I do not wish to harm any other life on this planet. I am vegetarian. I do eat hardly any animal products, but a tiny bit of egg in some of my corn that they sort of produce it in. I'm all for promoting animal rights. I'm all for promoting free range chickens and organic, things, so that all animals, they're able to graze out in the pasture or free range, so that's good for them. They're having a happy life then, because some people are always going to eat meat. So it's about finding the middle road, not trying to persuade everybody to be vegan or vegetarian. They do that to their comfort zone, and some parts of the world where they can't eat anything but meat, that's all they got, and fish, So, you get a little island, fish is it, isn't it? So apart from a little bit of growth on the land, but can't really grow crops. Live by practical means, and it's okay to eat meat, but to promote that it's grown in a healthy way, non-organic, organic and non-GMO, because who wants to eat GMO, genetically altered animals or genetically altered crops? None of us. So, and we don't know the impacts of GMO because they can create a super weed of some sort that can destroy a great deal of the vegetation on this world and mutate it. So we have to be careful. Man's playing God, genetically altering crops and animals. It's maybe has some minor uses, but on the large scale I wouldn't say it's healthy, because this world is evolved over countless billions of years, 4 billion years, a bit less. But millions of years of evolution have got the finite balance of the ecosystem perfect, and man starting to take forests down and kill, put all these GMO crops out there. He's playing God, and you don't know what havoc that's going to cause in the future, do you? So I'm all for natural selection. If you want a better crop, breed two crops that are more likely to produce the end result. So natural selection is the way. It's the way this world works and has worked for a long time. We don't need to interfere with these things. So we need to be very careful about the chemicals we're consuming and we're putting out there, and pollution and all these different things. But today I'm really concentrating on humane treatment of animals, and the reason I've made this video today is 2 or 3 days ago I was talking to a woman on Facebook, and she said, I let my neighbours, who asked me if they could burn their rubbish in my fire pit, actually put their rubbish in my fire pit and burn it. And they were there doing that, and she's very loving towards animals, very spiritual, and they threw a snail in there, a live snail, and watched it burned and heard the squealing of its shell as it was. But that thing went through bloody agony dying, and all life has life preservation, doesn't it? It will all shy away from danger, it will all try to protect itself, and that's a life like you and me. It feels pain, it's sentient, it's alive. And so this is why I'm saying stick up for animal rights. stick up for good treatment. The reason I'm actually making it right now, this video, is I've just watched a terrible video, and it's the few, and it's not the general populace, but there was a video that's been released of a dog being cooked alive with its paws tied up in a boiling wok of water out in China, and it's heinous. And you know, that's the few out there that are doing it. The most of Chinese people are no different to anybody else anywhere else. They're caring, humane people, but you know they get away with it. That's the problem. So and also, you know, it's come to light that some animals are being skinned alive for their pelts out in China because they say it comes off the flesh easier, off the meat easier when they're still alive, so they're strung up alive and skinned alive. And you know, this is the rule of thumb: don't do to another what you wouldn't want done to yourself, and you definitely wouldn't want that. So humanely put that animal to its death and skin it, you know, straight away. So if that's what you've got to do for its pelt, do that. So yeah, so I mean, we don't want to see these things happening anywhere in the world, and it's not just China, it's many other places too. And you know, this woman says she was incensed by them, you know, burning this snail alive in there because that creature had a life and a right to life, and you know, it was a kind of a cruel side to humanity that would do such a thing, and you know, they're laughing about it and having fun about it. So it doesn't matter the life; it's just as bad whatever it is. So anyway, that's what I got to say today. You know, there's animals being experimented on, and they're having heinous things done to them by scientists, and it's not acceptable. You know, we have to bring an end to all this heinous experimentation on animals, animal testing. They've got a right, a God-given right, to a free life or a humane life, that they're treated humanely, haven't they? So, you know, you get that opportunity to help a situation, then speak up or do something to try and help that and avoid what taking of life you can help. Because even if you are eating meat and you can step over that ant and avoid crushing it to death, let it live. You know what I mean? Let it live. So just be kind-hearted and good to nature. And, you know, like I say, all life has that right, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. You know, don't go looking for that video because it is appalling. I had to watch it to make sure it was true because there's a lot of false things put out there. But yeah, it was there, tied up in a boiling wok of water, and the poor thing was suffering immensely. So, you know, it's out of my heart. You know, I'm distressed about that, though I want to go out there and try and make people aware of it and help bring about change for the better. It's not about hating people for doing that. It's not about, you know, discriminating against people for doing that. It's about trying to educate them that they shouldn't, and there's better ways to treat animals or any life. Anyway, love and light to you. Thanks for watching. Neil.